Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse, awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything associated with those three main topics. Today we're talking about the narcissist and the top 10 different reasons they discard a target. Narcissistic abuse goes in cycles. It starts out with the love bombing phase, and then there will be a cycle of devalue, meaning that they will be loving and kind during the love bombing stage. Then they will become cruel, critical, and mean during the devalue stage. And these two cycles can repeat and go on for a long time before the discard finally happens. But the discard is usually on the way at some point, which means that the narcissist abruptly discards you or throws you away as if you meant nothing to the narcissist. So today we're talking about the narcissist and the discard, and I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons why they do it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in getting in touch with an online licensed therapist, I am now partnering with BetterHelp, and I have a link in the description that can get you in touch with a licensed online therapist. Or if you're interested in narcissistic abuse recovery coaching with me, please visit my website or send me an email. Both are linked in the description below. Okay, today we're talking about the top 10 reasons a narcissist discards a target or ends the relationship in a cruel and often offensive manner. If you have ever been discarded by a narcissist, or if you think the discard is on the way, then today's video is for you. Number 1, they meet someone else that they view as better supply. Now, please hear me when I say this. It doesn't mean that they are better. It only means that the narcissist sees them as a more appealing source of narcissistic supply at this moment. I promise you, the same fate that you have lived through awaits this new source, if not possibly even worse. Remember, narcissists don't view people or relationships like they are living, breathing things. They view people and relationships like assets. No different than a car, a refrigerator, or a toy. Sooner rather than later, the shine and sparkle will wear off of the new supply source, and the narcissist will be back out on the hunt looking for someone to replace this one. Number 2, you started vocalizing their behavior as abusive and calling them out. Narcissists are not interested in the least in being held accountable for the horrible things that they do. So if you start calling them out on the abusive behavior, that is a major, major no-no to the narcissist. They want to be able to abuse you at will, but they do not want you to have any issues with it or talk about it. They want you to comply to their will, tolerate the abuse, and behave as if it's no big deal, or possibly not even acknowledge it at all. Number 3, you slow down on giving the narcissist tons of uninterrupted narcissistic supply. Narcissists need to be the center of your world at all times, no exceptions. They want your undivided attention and continual adoration and narcissistic supply. If you have other obligations and duties in life, this could very well be a problem for them. Or maybe you just got tired of continually having to be on for the narcissist. But the narcissistic supply they are getting from you starts to decline. They aren't going to like that one bit. And a discard will likely be headed your way in the future. Number 4, you started establishing boundaries. I'm not sure there are too many things that narcissists hate more than having to abide by someone's boundaries. They hate boundaries with an absolute passion. So if you have come to the conclusion that being in this relationship is not working for you without boundaries, and you try to establish and enforce new boundaries, this will be met with extreme opposition by the narcissist. whether that comes in the form of rage or guilt or shame or withholding love and affection, but they are going to do their best to try and get you to ignore these boundaries of yours. If that doesn't work, then the discard may be in your near future. Number 5, you're on to them. You are starting to figure out something is seriously wrong. Possibly you even mentioned the word narcissism. Narcissists do not fear anything as much as they fear exposure, and they are not interested in the least in hearing any narrative of reality that does not put them in the best possible light. They aren't interested in any version of reality other than the phony one that they tell themselves. So if you start to figure them out, and they know you're starting to figure them out, then it's very, very likely that they are going to discard you and go straight into the smear campaign against you if they haven't already. They will try and destroy your reputation and good name before you have the opportunity to tell other people the truth. Number 6, we no longer are falling for their absurd lies or gaslighting. When the tricks they have up their sleeves start failing to work on us, when they start losing the power they had over us, and the standard abuse and manipulation tactics that they use on you start to stop working, this is likely the beginning of the end, specifically if they are facing an ultimatum. For example, if you are demanding that they stop lying and gaslighting you if they want to be with you, the actual chances of that happening are just about 0%. They are not interested in changing and doing the right thing. Therefore, you will start losing your appeal to the narcissist because you are no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. Number 7, we no longer are catering to their needs and their ego. Narcissists don't want a relationship based on mutual respect and equality. They want someone who is going to cater to their every need, every desire, every wish, every day, all day. If you start to decline to be solely focused on their needs, this will inevitably cause a narcissistic injury, and this unruly behavior of yours, if it doesn't clear up, then you're likely going to be met with a discard. Number 8, they are bored. Narcissists have incredibly short attention spans, and they are constantly trying to fight off boredom. So sometimes the narcissist may discard a target for literally no other reason other than boredom. They are literally that shallow and superficial. Remember, the way you view other people and relationships is completely different than the way narcissists view other people and relationships. You are an object to them. You're there solely to serve the narcissist and make him or her happy. If they become bored with you, then they don't have any problems throwing you away as they would a toy that they were done playing with. It's really that simple to a narcissist. Number 9, you have become too needy. The lies, the cheating, the devalue cycles have done such a number on your self-esteem that you become so needy and desperate to know what they are doing, or you're watching their every move. They decide you have nothing else to offer them and they discard you. Number 10, they start thinking that you are getting to the point that you might leave them, and they decide to discard you before you have the opportunity to leave them. Because the reality is nothing, absolutely nothing, is more important to a narcissist than winning. And if you left them first, that would produce an enormous narcissistic injury. So they may have just decided they better do it to you before you do it to them. In closing, it's always, always safest if the narcissist discards you. Because when we leave them and they still view us as belonging to them, as a valuable source of narcissistic supply that they aren't finished with, they may start trying to extract supply from you in the form of your fear, intimidation, anger, Remember, narcissistic supply in its simplest form is the attention of others that make them feel special. And if they cannot get your love and adoration, they will settle for your fear, anger, repulsion, and frustration. Narcissists can become dangerously vengeful. So although the discard might hurt, I promise you, it's always the best thing that could possibly happen. Trust me when I tell you it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.